afternoon. I'm Kenny. This is the Ohio Valley Bourbon Bar. I'm thinking about doing a little tasting today. Don't know exactly what I'm going to pull off the bar. I have a lot to choose from. I haven't reviewed hardly anything, but today I think I'm going to put up some Maker's Mark Heart Release. It's a 2024 release. It says caramel, chocolate, maple notes. We're going to put that in a glass. Pull off a private barrel, Historic Whiskey Row Series number 1. It's a crisp pick, 108.4 proof, April 2024. And this is one I enjoyed quite a bit. This is a private selection barrel called Mocha Madness, 110.5 proof Maker's Mark. I'm going to start out today with the Heart Release. See what that tastes like. I love these bottles, the long, slender bottle. It's just a really nice looking bottle from the traditional squat bottle. And then this is the first Maker's 46 bottles were this shape. Now they're the squat bottle. That'll be our Heart Release. Go to our Crisp Pick Whiskey Row Series number 1. Splash of that. And last but not least, hit the Mocha Madness private selection. These private selection bottles are only a couple hundred bottles made. That's it. They're all single barrel. This happens to be bottle 230 of 252. She's down on the list. This private selection crisp pick is bottle 19 of 252. So that one's off the top. Top, middle, however you want to call a pour. So Heart Release, Crisp Pick, and Mocha Madness. Start out with the Heart Release, see what we think. Love the color on the Makers, all of them. Wow, excellent nose. Let's see how she does on the palate. A lot of sweet, maybe Honeycrisp, apple. That's a good. Really like the nose. That is really good. That it does have some chocolate. Wow. Chocolate and caramel right on the nose with their tasting notes right on the bottle. I do get chocolate on. I have tasted these. I haven't tasted them all in a line like this. I do get chocolate on most of the Maker's products, I think. The Heart Release. Yes. If you see one out there and it's in your price range, which I think they run anywhere from $70 to $100 depending on where you're at, it's worth a buy. This is our private barrel crisp pick. The Mocha Madness. This one I get a lot of wood. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? It doesn't give me wood. A lot of wood notes. But it is, what is that? It's almost like a sour wood note. Now, I will say, if I ever review or taste a whiskey that does give me wood, you guys will be the first to know. This video is probably not going to get posted, but it's fun. Mocha Madness. I see why they call it that. The heart release, I give it more of a milk chocolate. This I would give more of a dark chocolate. Both. The crisp pick is heavily influenced by the stave. I know they use different finishing staves, and I'm not going to say this is the best pick I've ever had. Baked American Pure, 3 seared French Cuvée, 1 Maker's Mark 46, 1 roasted French Mendant, and toasted French spice. It's 108.4 proof. This could possibly use a splash of water to maybe loosen some of them notes up that are bunched up that are just giving me wood. The Mocha Madness isn't nearly as pronounced with the sour wood notes. Baked American Pure, 2 French, 1. It's very similar. It has 3 toasted French spice stave. Still 1 Maker's 46. I like the French oak of the Maker's 46, actually. I think if I look for another one of these private select bottles that stave profile on the Maker's 46, I'm going to look for more than a number 1 on that. But those are my 3 Maker's Mark picks for the day. I'm going to put them in order. I guess the first one I tasted was the best. The Heart Release, the Mocha Madness, and the Crisp Pick. Not sold on that one. It's going to need some experimentation. I get wood in the wrong way, if you catch my drift. With the Heart Release and the Mocha Madness, excellent. Wow. I've never been a huge Maker's Mark fan, being honest with you. I bought a bottle of regular Maker's Mark in 2021. I still have half of it. It's a mixer. If someone wants to come over and they're a Maker's Mark fan, I do enjoy having it around for them. Same way with regular Black Label Jack Daniels, Evan Williams, Four Roses, Wild Turkey. I like to keep the mixable but still approachable, neat if you like it, on the rocks, whiskeys on the bar. And I have some that are just, in my opinion, would be a sin to mix. But here lately I've been experimenting, and some of the really better whiskeys, bourbons make better cocktails. No lie. If you can pick out the notes in a bourbon that you like, and you put that, say, with ginger ale, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever your soda of choice is, You can I can still pick out those notes that I enjoy in those bourbons. And just recently I started to experiment with mixing small amounts, larger amounts of different sodas. I like an old fashioned. I use a Crown maple syrup that's aged in bourbon barrels for my syrup. I use a splash of bitters and just a drop of triple sec orange liqueur. I know that's off the rails of an old fashioned for the most point, but the orange liqueur, just the drop, adds enough to it for me to just put it right over the edge, like a twist of lemon or a twist of orange peel zest. It's good. It's hard to keep that on the bar and fresh. I don't come down here that often. I would have to buy oranges every time or zest, or however, every time I wanted to make an old fashioned. But for the most part, I drink everything neat. Every now and again, I'll put a block of ice in there. But recently, like I said, the sodas, don't dog them. Mixing and making a cocktail it's part of the adventure. Seeing how you like everything a little different. And a lot of people like to enjoy things differently. But another great whiskey channel that I subscribe to, as they say, the best whiskey is the one you like the way you like it. And that's all there is to it. No snobbery, no, I'm not refined. I love whiskey. I like doing this. It's a hobby. That's all there is to it. It's just a hobby. And some people take it much too seriously. Next time around, I think we're going to visit some scotches. I have a 30-year-old scotch, a 21-year-old scotch, several 12-year-old. That's pretty common. You go 12-year-old bourbon, everybody's like, wow, it's 12 years old. The 12-year-old scotch, it's like, meh, it's just only 12. So that's a new adventure for me, learning about the climate change, the climate effect on barrels, the types of barrels that whiskeys are stored and aged in. All of these are things that I'm really interested in learning, just because there's so much differences in so many different whiskeys. It's amazing, the process. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you got some wood. Have a good night.